Hello aspirants, I am Nadu Karthikeyan from InKar IAS Academy. Today we are going to discuss about the 4th March current affairs. The topic taken from the Delhi editorial. The topic is burden of rising obesity. In this topic comes under our GS2 government policies and intervention for development in various sectors and issues arising out of the design and implementation. In this topic we are going to discuss about what is obesity and what are the key highlight of this study, that obesity, undernutrition, that is a thinness, global level, what is the prevalence in global level and factors that contributing the obesity, what are the overweight and thinness of the obesity, and what are the underweight, thinness, and what are the initiative related to the nutritious and way forward. These are the things we are going to discuss today's news. First of all, why it is in the news? There is a rising burden, that is in the last 2 decades in India, a major epidemiological that transition that has happened. So the capture sufficient public attention the challenge of overweight and also the obesity. The National Family Health Survey, that is a NFHS, that is 5 2019-20, that suggests that nearly one in every 4 men and women in obese. So this is the concern today. The Indian burden of rising obesity, that is refers to the global growing problem and overweight and also obesity within the Indian population, and also it costs a significant economic cost due to the increased healthcare, diabetes, heart disease, and also certain type of cancer. Essentially, the country is facing a substantial financial strain as a result of rising obesity rates. So, first of all, the comprehensive analysis, first of all, conducted by the NCD risk factors, that is a collaboration in the World Health Organization. The study looked in body mass index to understand the how obesity and underweight have changed, that is a worldwide and also from 1990 to 2022. The NCD risk is a network of health scientists around the world. It provides a rigorous and a timely data on the major factor that non-communicable diseases. So, first of all, what are the key highlights of the obesity? First of all, there is a obesity. The latest revealed that 12.5 million children, that's 7.3 million boys and 5.2 million aged between the 5 to 19 years in India were classified as a grossly overweight, that making a significant increase from 0.4 million in 1990. So the prevalence of the obesity category for girls and boys, that India ranked 174th in the world, and also among the adults in women, the obesity rate increased from 1.2 percentage in the 1990. Now it is 9.8 percentage. So there is the obesity rate will be increased among the children and also the women. There is undernutrition. The prevalence of the undernutrition has also remained high in India. As a result, that India has become one of the countries with a high double burden of the malnutrition. The 13.7 percentage of the women and also 12.5 percentage of the men were underweight. There is a thinness. The measure of being underweight in children, that Indian girls is the highest in the world. That prevalence is 20.3 percentage. In the global level, there is a total number of children, adolescents, and adults worldwide surpassed. It is 1 billion. That in total 159 million children and adolescent and 879 million adults were obese in 2022. The combined burden of the underweight and also the obesity has increased in most countries. That driven by an increase in the obesity and underweight, thinness, and also remain prevalent in the South Asia and also part of Africa. So that's a combined prevalence was also in the countries of South Asia, Pakistan, where thinness remained prevalent despite of having the decline. And also the factors contributing for the obesity. First of all, the women are more prone to the gaining weight because they often don't have time to exercise and also prioritize the family nutrition over their own. So they also had to get less sleep due to the household responsibility, and additionally unhealthy junk food in chapter that is more readily available than nutrition option, that leading a increased obesity rates, and also that is low incomes in place like Tamil Nadu, Punjab, and also the Goa. So these are the main factor that is contributing the obesity. First of all, what are overweight, thinness, and obesity? That is body mass index. First of all, there is a BMI is measured to weight to height. That is commonly used to classify the underweight, overweight, and also obesity in adults. It is a calculated by dividing the weight in kilograms by the square of the height in meters. For example, in adult weighting the 58 kg and standing 1.70 meter tall will have a BMI of 20. That is a BMI equal to 58 kg divided by 1.70 m into 1.70 m. So this is the calculation to calculate the body mass index and also obesity and overweight. The overweight obesity are defined as an abnormal and also excessive fat that accumulate the present of the health risk. So overweight is a condition that can be caused due to the excessive fat deposit and also the chronic disease that occurs when the body stores excess calories as fat. So obesity is a major risk factor for the chronic disease like cardiovascular disease, diabetes, musculoskeletal disorders, and also certain cancers. So childhood obesity is also associated with a serious implication like increased risk of premature onset of the related illness. So obesity is one of the double burden of the malnutrition, and also today the people are obese and also then overweight in every region, that is except in South Asia and also the Asia region. There is a thinness and underweight. The thinness and underweight refers to having a lower than normal body weight that relative to height, that is often associated with the insufficient calorie intake or underlying the health condition. That is underweight is one of the four broad subforms of the undernutrition. The adult consider the BMI is less than 18 kilogram per meter square, that is a school aged children and also adolescent or consider the underweight if their BMI is 2 standard deviation below the mean. So, being underweight can lead to various health problems, including the osteoporosis, skin, hair, and also teeth issues. The frequent illness, fatigue, that is anemia, irregular periods, premature birth, that impaired growth, and also increase the mortality risk. And also, there is a many initiative taken by the Indian government. First of all, that is the Eat Right Media, Fat India Movement, Eat Right Station Certification, that Mission Problem 2.0, Midday Meal Scheme, Poshan Vatikas, Anganwadi, and also Pradhan Mantri Matru Vandana Yojana. So the overweight and obesity and underweight should not be considered as an isolation, because the underweight obesity transition can occur rapidly, leaving their combined burden unchanged and higher. The focus has to be programs that enhance healthy nutrition, such as targeted cash transfers, food assistance as subsidies or vouchers for family food, free healthy school meals, and also primary care based nutritional intervention. That is a urgent need for the supporting weight loss in those with obesity. The prevention and management are especially important because of the age of onset of obesity has decreased with increase the duration of the exposure. Thank you so much.